Hey there, Facebook fans. We are tracking Hurricane Matthew right now. Here's the latest. This is the imagery that we're looking at. You'll notice the reds, the oranges, the yellow. This really is the heat. This is how intense the storm is. This isn't radar. This isn't necessarily showing rain per se, but this is showing really the energy of the storm. And if you look where my finger is right now, that's the eye of the storm. It's just crossed over the western tip of Haiti, and the hurricane force winds are confined really very close to the eye of this particular storm. There are tropical storm force winds to the eastern side of Haiti, even reaching as far as western Dominican Republic there. What we're tracking is this storm moving north right now. What's interesting to note is the actual southeastern tip of Cuba has not been affected by a hurricane since 1964. That fun fact came from storm track meteorologist Nate Harrington. And this storm is actually going to head right in between Cuba and Haiti. Not a track that we see very often. Now what's going to happen, the waters right around the Bahamas, very, very warm. And so there's not really a lot of sign of this storm weakening. Here's a look at that track right now, and I'll actually stop this. We'll kind of slow it down, and we'll walk you through it a little kind of step by step here. As we can, let's go back to this one here. So, standby color. So what we're looking at here in the track, so it's a Category 4 storm right now, and it's heading due west. Let's stop this again. Standby. Put some pause points in here real fast. And this storm is moving really slow too, which is also making it seem like it's we're going to be forecasting this storm for quite a while. So right now, as it moves northwest, it's expected between now and Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, to cross just to the east of Cuba as it makes its way towards the Bahamas. Keep in mind, right now winds are at 145 miles per hour. It will actually maintain its Category 4 strength all the way into the Bahamas. This is now going to pull off, say, Wednesday at 8 a.m., anytime from, say, Wednesday early morning through Thursday early morning, crossing through the Bahamas and heading towards the eastern side of Florida. So anywhere from just north of Miami, really, all the way up towards Daytona Beach, going to be impacted. I think some of the bigger concerns in Florida right now, we could see some beach erosion, we could see high surf, we could see rip currents increase. So that's something we're keeping a very watchful eye on in Florida. Now you'll notice it's still going to be a Category 4 storm. I'm not sure we'll feel those wind speeds in Florida, but there could be tropical storm force winds felt along the coastline of Florida. Notice Category 3 hurricane as it reaches that bend where Jacksonville and Savannah, Georgia are before veering off to the north and to the east late Friday night to Thursday morning. It is expected to make landfall as a Category 2 storm. And keep in mind, Category 2 winds still over 100 miles per hour. This will be somewhere between, I'd say, Charleston and Wilmington. Now remember, this cone or this fan that we're seeing here, this is kind of the predicted area, anywhere between the white line to white line. Now the red line is showing kind of that center point, but it could veer to the west a bit, it could veer to the east a little bit. But this is kind of our cone where we say it could fall within these measures of prediction. So this is really the track right now. Because it is going to be later this week, how it's going to impact Alabama, well, we could see maybe a few clouds increase, especially in southwest Alabama. But as far as rainfall is concerned, I think most of that rain is really going to hold off. Maybe late Friday, early Saturday, some of that rain could spray back into, say, parts of Georgia and maybe creep into East Alabama, but that's even a little bit of a stretch at this point. But keep in mind, these are the hurricane force winds that we're looking at here. Those will be felt all the way from Haiti through the Bahamas, and then after it passes through the Bahamas, we'll know that area, that center point that's red, is really going to go down. But notice what happens. The swath of tropical storm winds actually increases, and notice those tropical storm force winds could be felt as far inland, or could be felt all the way from Melbourne to Jacksonville and all the way up towards Savannah to Charleston. I think those hurricane force winds will stay out to sea, and then that's going to veer off to the north. Right now, we're just seeing a few clouds here in Alabama, though. But as far as the hurricane is concerned, we're keeping a watchful eye on it. It is very slow moving at this point. We still have several days before it makes landfall here in the U.S., so we are keeping a very close watch on Matthew, and we'll continue bringing you the latest. So at this point, does anyone have any questions on Facebook Live?
No, just a lot of people are saying thanks.
Oh, hi, and you're very welcome. Stay tuned, and we are actually, Nate is typing up a quick update on the hurricane, and so when our latest hurricane info comes out later this afternoon or early this evening, we'll also send another one out on WIT.com. So keep us tuned in, and whether it's Facebook Live or on our website, we'll be sure to bring you the latest. See y'all.